Hello, welcome to Vivacious Stories. I'm B, and this month we are celebrating Mermaid. It's another challenge month that I thought would be fun to do on the channel, so this month I'll talk about books featuring merfolk, and I'll have an art piece for each. Today's book is Son of the Dark by Bryn Suddarth. This one is a bit different from others in that none of the main characters are merfolk, but they do feature a lot, and one of our mains does have a merman transformation in it. It is also part 1 in a 2-book series. It is a 370-page YA LGBTQIA plus fantasy about a depressed boy that ran away from home and is lost at sea that is given a quest to help a sea goddess. I usually start off with things I disliked so that we can leave on a good note, but I don't think there was anything in this book that I significantly disliked. So we'll just move on to things I want to mention. Content warning, this does have more on-page homophobia than other YA books tend to do nowadays. Some characters get verbally attacked and they feel some shame over it, and there is some stuff going on that is reminiscent of conversion therapy. The whole crew had F names. The main character, Thomas, is going by Felix. Then there is Fiona, the witch, Fyavine, the mermaid, Faya, the fire maid, with her daughter who was going by Ameta, but turns out to be Fiamera. It wasn't a huge problem. It could be funny, but also annoying because I will confuse them from time to time since they are all women and we meet Fiona and Faya at the same time. I like the non-linear narrative. I think it kept things interesting and balanced with the adventure and the romance and the relationship drama. We start with Thomas lost at sea, having lost his entire crew to a siren attack, and then we go back 6 months to his time in Blackwater Academy where he starts to befriend his rival Charles. In the current timeline, we see Thomas accept a quest from the sea goddess to stop the transformation of the mermaids into sirens. He befriends a pair of magical women that were held prisoners and helps them while he tries to complete the quest, all while trying to die because he is depressed and has the type of all depressed tumble humor. We also learn that he has gotten together with Charles at some point and the relationship ended badly. This part has most of the adventure, appearances by some gods which are always funny, friendship, found family, healing his broken heart, and finding out his terrible family secrets that put everything in a new perspective. The flashbacks are more about his relationship with Charles, but Charles' point of view takes over towards the end. It's about how they got together, separated, how Thomas ended up lost at sea, and catches up by the end with the current timeline. The chapters have a little bit of both most of the time, and it was working for me. It will leave on cliffhangers, and I'd hurry to read the other sections, and by the time that ended in cliffhanger, I'd hurry again to see what happened, and it kept me reading fast. But when it got boring, knowing the change was coming helped me keep going a little more. And the revelations were actually good. Sometimes things that are obvious are treated as a big reveal, but here I think they were appropriately big and explained a lot. One of the reasons I enjoyed my time with this book was that the sense of humor aligned with mine pretty well. The conversations with the gods were always a highlight. They did not feel human. Thomas' sense of humor hit, and the last third completely dragging Charles was giving me life. At the end of the book, one of the evil gods was fighting with Thomas over him, and the fight boiled down to, "You don't want him, he's baby boy, that's exactly what I want him." I don't want to give many spoilers, but the breakup was Charles' fault and it was pretty bad. He regrets it and loses pretty much everything. This man is left crawling on the mud, and I enjoyed every second of his suffering. I don't like it when characters are easily forgiven, and this satisfied my need to see Charles grovel. Mostly, I still need a little more from the second book, but if he is forgiven, I will be satisfied because this man did not have an easy time of it. This moment at the end has to be one of my favorite moments ever. "I can't help myself, Thomas. I adore you. It's taking all my restraint not to kiss you right now," Charles said. "Why can't you ask first?" Charles watched Thomas carefully for a moment. "Can I kiss you?" "No." I laughed so hard. I thought he was gonna forgive him. I was ready to be so disappointed by Thomas. but he delivered one of my favorite moments instead. I found the characters likable, the adventure fun, the world interesting. It had a fun family and a Groveling ex. It's fun if you like that. There was also a part of it that reminded me of my time in the supernatural fandom. So if you like reading fantasy AUs in that fandom, this could be fun too. I was actually so lucky to get this book for Mermaid. It had been in my Libby hold for months and I still had some more months to go. Now I only wish my library had book 2 because I need to see Charles do some more groveling. I feel like my videos are short but my art pieces are so time consuming. I still need to find a balance. That was all for today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and have a merry mermaid. Bye!